What's up, YouTube? I know it's been a minute. Y'all been wondering where I've been at, why I ain't posting no videos. But we'll talk about that as we jump into the video. Real quick, look at the screen. You see me 49-0. I've been playing Undisputed, obviously, because that's the game you see on the screen. But I told myself I was going to retire at 50-0, right? So I've been fought up against all the best boxers they got: Muhammad Ali, Deontay Wilder, Fury. This is Joe Louis, Joe Frazier, everybody you can think of that they actually have on the game. I've been fighting, just trying to get to 50-0. I thought hitting that Floyd Mayweather number was the greatest thing I could do in Undisputed. Now, to give y'all context, I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty. If you play on the hardest difficulty, you will get knocked out. You will not recover. Alright, so I'm not on the hardest difficulty, but nonetheless, fight like this, build my skill, develop a chance to fight online. That's all I wanted. Right? So I did that. Became an undisputed champion. I got all the belts. I fought my way up from the amateur ranks to start getting real fights. I made pretty good money throughout my career. And this is a very fun game. Once you get used to the mechanics, the way things move, I really like it. Plus, I'm a big fighting fan, boxing fan, and all that. So, naturally, this carried over. I was big on Fight Night. That was my game. So, Undisputed, fairly similar. I think Fight Night a little bit better, in my opinion. But that's maybe just because they had a few more fighters. Anyway, I'm going to play a clip in the background. You're going to see me playing online. I'm using Deontay Wilder. I'm going against Muhammad Ali. Now, I personally wouldn't pick Muhammad Ali because of cheating, bro. He's the best boxer on the game. And the reason why he's so good at the heavyweight division is because he's so much faster than everybody else you can get. Like, you'll watch how many punch he throws versus how many I can throw with Deontay Wilder. But nonetheless, this will give you a chance to just see me boxing or whatever. But when it comes to 2K, I have officially retired from 2K. Okay, I'm officially retired. I don't know when I'm going to get back on 2K. I'm not saying... I don't believe I'm done forever. That's the best way I can put it. I don't believe I'm done playing 2K forever. The guys that I played with have been unbelievable throughout this whole entire time of us playing 2K, but it got to a point where we just was not playing any games. It's very hard to set aside so much time because I'm gonna explain to y'all the cycle, right? So we have the group chat. So 8 people in the group chat. You hit up the group chat, you say, hey, who trying to play? Most of the time you're gonna get 3 people to respond, which means you're always one short. Everybody that plays on the 2K team knows what I'm talking about. You're always that one person short. The only time you're not one person short is if you're right out of high school, early 20s, everybody's still playing the game type shit. I'm in my 30s at this point. I got somebody else. I think about 3 of us is in our 30s. So if we ain't playing, that time is crucial. For me, it got to the point where it's I can keep sitting around every single day hoping for a chance to get 5 people to run. And then even when that happens, let's say we lose the first 2 games, I would be frustrated that I just spent all that time waiting just to hop on and lose anyway. You hop on, one of the younger guys is on their phone, or they got something going on in the background, they talking to their girl, whatever the case may be. It's just very hard for me to sacrifice my time playing, especially if I don't feel like I'm getting everybody's best when we play. Because when I play, especially me being the point guard, I have to pretty much get my best effort out there. Especially I don't shoot the ball, I didn't shoot threes or nothing like that. So I have to be real precise, making sure everybody else was involved, making sure everybody else got shot attempts. Trying to make sure everybody else had a fair chance to have fun and also win. That is a lot to do for one person, just me being a team captain. On top of that, I ain't gonna lie, it started getting dicey. It was times we playing games, I'm asking my teammates to do something, and I don't mind a rebuttal, I don't mind it. Like if you, I'm the type of person that like if I can critique you, you can critique me, right? I have no problems with that. The issue I had was I asked the teammate to do something, and the rebuttal came, and it was like, for me, it's like you didn't even do what I asked you to do, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I asked you to do this one thing, and I get it. Like, if you want to refute what I'm asking you to do, I get it. You know, but in the course of us playing this game, at least show me what I'm saying doesn't work before you tell me something doesn't work. Now, to my credibility, and this is just my credibility, I don't think my teammates view me any type of way. But I have been the point guard for years at 2K. So if I say I see something or I'm asking you to do something, it's because I've already figured out what the defense is doing. For you to tell me something isn't open or something isn't available when I'm telling you to do something, it undermines my knowledge of the game at that point. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, if I tell you to pass the ball somewhere and you're telling me somebody's in the passing lane and I'm telling you to make that pass anyway, to undermine me because of what you see, it kind of like hits at a nigga like, bro, I'm telling you to do something because I see the way the defense is rotating. If I feel like the person that I'm telling you to pass the ball to is going to lead to a steal, do you think I would actually tell you to make that play? You're trying to tell me what you see, and I'm responsible for seeing the whole entire floor, and I'm telling you what I see. Get what I'm saying? Like I said, to have a rebuttal in this situation, I get it. You know, I'm never the type of person that's always right. Like, it's gonna be times where I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I acknowledge that. Normally I make a video or something like that and I'd come out and tell you, hey, that was on me, that's my bad, I was wrong. Or even during the game, a lot of times what I do is I just cut off my mic and I just keep playing. I'm not about to argue back and forth with you while we playing, but needless to say, like, that situation that happened a couple of times with different teammates. You know, like I said, we was playing. Sometimes I don't feel like everybody was giving me their best, or they was playing slightly distracted. And then on top of that, we just got to a point where we can never get 5. You know, we had went a whole week without playing, which I wasn't too mad about. I'm like, people got busy schedules. But once we got to the weekend, and we didn't play a single game on the weekend, I was like, yeah, that's it. You know, because at that point, I'm telling y'all, the whole cycle of playing 2K, you hop into the chat, you ask who's trying to play. Even if we confirm 5, you have to reconfirm the 5 that already said they was going to play. Because somebody come up at the last minute like, yo, this just popped up, I got to go. And now you got to wait to try to get somebody on. My team wasn't really big on running park. They weren't big on running twos, right? It got to the point where if we was playing, it was only kind of like Team Pro-Am. And I have said this a number of times. I always try to get us to do stuff outside of playing team, because if all we do is play team, or even when we was in the league, if all we try to do is hop on to play league games, we're going to lose our edge on what makes us good. The reason why I've been so sharp over the years, because you always see me play 1v1. Me, RDH Hawk, CNC, we always run it 2v2 or 3v3. Like, playing the other game modes outside of Team Pro-Am is what kept the team going as long as it did. Once we stopped playing those other game modes, to the point where every time you see me put out a video, I was either playing one-on-one or I was playing Team Pro-Am. You know, we barely really played in the rec that much unless they had 2 times rep. So not playing those other game modes, even if, like I said, if it's just 3 of us on, let's go play 3v3. If it's just 2 of us on, let's go run the 2s. And like, I get it, people like running different styles, but the way I've always made my builds is I was going to be able to dominate no matter what game I was playing. That's why you see me still winning in 1v1 even without a 3-ball. My ability to adjust is what makes us so good. right? So I can adapt. If we playing 2v2, that just means you get more jump shots. If we're playing 3v3, then everybody has to be aware of switching and doing all the other stuff we do in team. To the point where once we got back to a chance to have 5, everybody is a better shooter, everybody's a better scorer, everybody's a better overall player because we are playing the other modes. So we're even more familiar with each other. Alright? As far as playing help defense, when to slide into the way, when to stay home, all those different things that comes from 3v3 or 2v2. Right? Defending the pick and roll comes from 2v2. I ain't gonna lie, I was whooping Muhammad Ali ass before they rung the goddamn bell. But nonetheless, I said all that to say, those guys I have built a bond with over the years, I'm very, very appreciative of the time we spent. Like I said, for me, I don't believe this is completely over. Like, I have retired from 2K more than once. Everybody knows this. The only reason why it feels different this time is because a lot of circumstances are different, right? I'm not scared to be vulnerable with y'all. I'm going through a divorce, right? So that aspect is weighing on me. I don't get to see my kids as much. That aspect is weighing on me. Right, so the only thing I've been able to do to kind of get myself through this process is to continue to work on me. Like, I had made a 2K video on not giving up. As far as my marriage go, whatever happens, happens, I ain't necessarily saying I'm giving up on it, but if it's meant to be, like, if she's meant to be with me, she'll come back to me. If not, that's okay too. I'm content enough with myself, and I've been working on myself enough to feel validated. So I don't need outside validation from other sources. Right? I'm going to continue to work and build myself and put myself in the best position possible for whatever outcome. And I'm happy at the end of the day. I'm content. So part of that was stop playing 2K. Ever since I stopped playing 2K, I just been going to work more. I've been hitting the gym harder. I've been doing all the little things. Like, I play Undisputed, and I play NCAA football whenever I get a chance to, which is not very often. If I just get the itch to play a game, I play single player games. Games against the computer that I can still have fun at, where it's not really dependent upon somebody else for enjoyment. As I get older, I'm learning to enjoy that. I'm learning to enjoy being alone. I'm learning to enjoy the grind of growing. And I'm happy with that. And because I will continue to become the best person that I can become, anybody associated with me, even the guys I play 2K with, if I do come back, they will get the best version of me. Anybody that comes into contact with me will now get the best version of me. They will get the best version of Lethal. Okay? And that's a powerful thing. I think me learning and growing as an individual is probably what I wanted all along. I mean, I had big dreams, big goals, big ambitions. I wanted to do a lot more with 2K. I wanted to do a lot more for my 2K team. And I believe all those things are still possible, but I believe they're possible now because I learned to let go. I've always been the one person that's constant of keeping everything together. Right? It's always been me. Like, my whole life, everybody that knows me knows I always be the person that I'm the glue guy. I always just made everything work for everybody else. Even to the point of ignoring my own things, my own ambition, my own goals. Like, I always put others before me, and I was kind of taught to do that. I was taught to be a giving, loving person. And, to some extent, with all those different things, marriage, 2K, I felt like I gave everything that I had till I had nothing left to give. And at that point, I couldn't even be myself anymore. I couldn't be myself. So, since I learned to let go, I ain't never really cared too much of what other people thought of me, but instead of holding on to so many things and trying to juggle and balance so many things all the time, I've learned to literally just be patient and let things come to me. Right? Even with 2K, like I said, I don't believe it's 100% over. If my team, if I decide to get it going again and my team comes back, cool. If I got to start all the way over from scratch, it is what it is. I put myself in this position and I can live with the results because I'm content within myself either way. If I decide to play 2K again, I know how good I am. I know I built a successful team before, so I already know what type of players to look for. Hopefully my teammates want to come back and run with your boy and we can get it cracking again. But, these are guys that are growing in their own right. They have families. Pretty soon, if not already, they'll have kids running around. So there's, a couple of them do have kids, but for the most part, everybody has started to experience the things I've experienced. Trying to play, or your girlfriend yelling at you, kids running around doing, you have to learn to play distracted, which I had to do for a lot of games, a lot over the years. I had to learn to play distracted, so they'll get a chance to experience that, and that's a beautiful thing. Also, I want them to grow as individuals in real life. These video games and everything, they're an outlet. They're supposed to be there to help us balance out stress, be a stress reliever, something to have fun with, something for us to relate to for those that want to play professional sports. Like if we wanted to play in the NBA, or if you're a Madden player, you want to play in the NFL, playing Undisputed or playing Warzone. If you was into that type of thing, this outlet gives us a chance to live it virtually, which is a beautiful thing. Over the years, it's been a money grabber, but at the end of the day, I felt like it was worth it. And that's all that matters. You got a chance to hop on, play with like-minded people, and have a good time playing video games. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So, in conclusion, as we jump into this last round, as y'all can see, I feel like I completely dominated the fight so far. In conclusion, I just want to take the time to say thank you to all the teammates that I ever played with in 2K. Like I said, I don't believe this is the end, but if it is, it's been great. I can tell y'all now, as far as NBA 2K25, if I do hop back on it, it's because I'm just doing I'm doing so well in life that I actually created the time to hop back on it. At this point in time, I don't really have an itch to want to get back on it. I deleted the game. I still have one player. I kept one player, but I really don't care to play it whatsoever. The game, even though it's better than 24, it's still pretty goddamn bad. For those that are still playing and are still grinding it, good for y'all. Somebody has to take the reins from me. I have been the greatest for so long. Somebody has to step up and claim that. And whoever that is, hey, more power to you. Continue to build your legacy. As far as 2K, my legacy was submitted once we won the championship. So anything else after that was just, icing on the cake. That's all it was. So, yeah, man, that's what's been going on with me. Hopefully, my teammates can watch this video and appreciate all the good times we did have together. I felt like, I felt like I gave it all I had. And I'm proud of that. And that's why I will forever be a champion. Because I put in the work, I succeeded, I built something successful, and I watched it grow. The team is still intact. Continue to play with RDH Hawk, continue to play with Cincy, and everything will work itself out. Anyway, it's been lethal. It's It's probably my last video for a while. I'm out.